I've been in that situation.
Tried to put, and right next to my window is an AK muzzle. And this dude had that trigger pin on that AK, even when he was underneath our car, and he went full auto. I was outspoken, kind of a, I don't know, borderline arrogant, But at this point, man, you're talking like 07, 08 now. I got lots of trips, quite a few fights. My attitude was, I'm not getting killed because y'all are stupid, right? And so I had no problem voicing my opinions. And I was a quote-unquote senior guy at this point, right? I've been a contract TL for a long time, or a few years at least, in Mosul most of the time. So we weren't running green zone. We were getting chewed up here and there. Anyway, I bumped
Can you
heads.
go through some of that?
Oh, yeah, man. One of the coolest ones. Because you always, I like telling people the dumb, funny shit that happened to me. All right. Like one time I was running to a target fast as I could. I want to be number one, man. Tripped, fell, and breached the door with my face and my nods. Right? Just, fast as I could go. I'm a young stud. Tripped, fell, wound up in the foyer of this building with my nods sideways, my helmet all choking me out, and my buds run by and they're like, "Get up, dude." All right, I'll get up now. Breach her up. But yeah, I was sitting in traffic one morning, getting ready to cross over Bridge 1, the northernmost bridge, high-rise bridge in Mosul. Traffic's thick, we can't get anywhere. And I'm like, talking to the helicopters. We've got the old Kiowas supporting us on our way out. We're headed, I think we were going to DeHook, maybe Erbil. DeHook, because we were going up that bridge. And there's like one exit that goes down into downtown before the river. And we're just sitting there, sitting in traffic. And sometimes when you tell Americans, like, yeah, we used to ride around by ourselves. And we were in low-profile cars in civilian attire and just chilling, sitting in traffic. They're like, what? And typically speaking, that low profile is what kept us alive. But that morning we got made. And so it was like a late 90s 7 Series, the boxing one, not the space shuttle looking one, And luckily it was level 7. And I'm talking to the helicopter, checking text messages, doing comms, blah, blah. And all of a sudden my bro goes and jumps. And I look at him and his eyes are this big. And I'm like this. And right next to my window is an AK muzzle. Dudes had pulled up in a red Opel. What other kind of car is there, right? Freaking pulls up next to us, and the dude in the back seat is leaning out of the window, and he could have tapped my window with his AK, and he went full auto. And I would love to be able to tell people that my reaction was cool, tough, badass. Right? I've been shot up before. You'd think I'd have been cooler. Nope, I went. And threw my hands up like I'm going to stop those bullets. Yeah. And he chewed about half that glass out. And his driver floorboards it. So like about half his mag went right here. He'd have killed us both, for armor. And his driver punches it. So some of the rounds kind of hit the windshield and went down the hood of the car. And unless you're a suicide bomber, you need an exit plan. And they didn't have a good one because the exit was completely stopped up with traffic. They went about 30 meters, bro, and were stopped. They had one AK and one magazine.
Nice.
And they had just emptied it. I got out of the car, calmly, coolly, basically walked up to them. And, anyway, freaking, they didn't shoot any more Americans. That's the kind of goofy stuff, man, that happens that I don't think a lot of us want to talk about, and I don't care. I'm like, look, man, for the 20 funny stories I have 200 missions that went awesome, or, that would probably be a cooler war story to share. I don't know, man. I mean, yeah, so I went in and we breached this door and went into this room, shot a dude. That happened all the time. That's just what we were doing. But it's the funny stuff. Like,
Yeah. I've been
I
in
mean,
that
I like
situation.
tried to put my head in my bro's shoulder, and was going to stop bullets with my hands, But it just shows us that, like you're still going to react, we can't help it. Stupid stuff like that, man. Goofy stuff. I mean, I enjoyed Iraq because, working with my Kurds and stuff, after I left GRS, got to do a lot of amazing missions. Them dudes became my brothers. They were awesome. The little Peshmerga Special Forces. It was a SEAL platoon's worth of Kurds, and stood up by Dev, CIA sanctioned thing. Dev group guys stood it up and then handed it to us as contractors. And it was cool because it was trained by advise and assist.
Where did you move to?
Up in the palace, Barzani's compound.
I mean, from GRS to...
So over to SAD, which I guess now they're calling themselves the Directorate, Ground Branch. So I went over there, and...
SAD stands for Special Activities Division, right?
Which is the umbrella for the Directorates. And like I said, last I heard, GRS was still underneath SAD. Not sure. But yeah, man, I mean, one time we had a dude run out in front of us, and my bud just floorboards it, drive. And this dude had that trigger pin on that AKA even when he was underneath our car. We had a Suburban. And one of his rounds hit the brake reservoir, and the computer shut the vehicle down. So follow vehicle comes up, pushes us. And we had Suburbans all taxied out, hajied out or whatever. And for folks listening, basically we would just take armored vehicles and then make them look like you would. And there are, people don't know this, there are American cars in Iraq. And so like the Suburbans, you put little tassels and you'd haji it out, put chrome on it. You really want to get haji, you got to put chrome and gold, shiny things all over your Suburbans. And yeah, this dude, man, God bless his heart, he was committed because underneath our truck, he was still pinning that trigger. And the guys that were pushing us were like, dude, you guys drugged that guy for 500 meters before he popped under our vehicle. And I think we drug him for another freaking 500 meters, just creating a slick down the pavement with this poor guy.
No matter where you're watching Shawn Ryan Show from, if you get anything out of this, please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, share this everywhere you possibly can. And if you're feeling extra generous, please leave us a review on Apple and Spotify podcasts.